Hello viewers, this is the Outlaw Texan, and today we're going to be talking about my gear. I've had a couple people tell me now that I should do a video about my gear. Now that I have everything sorted, I decided I'll go ahead and do that. Now I want to be as thorough and concise as I can. Links for all my items will be in the description below, and just for transparency, I will say that a lot of those links are affiliate links and really help me out if you use them. Now, we're going to start from the top and kind of work our way down from the helmet. The helmet is an Icon variant. It comes in a whole bunch of different designs and finishes. I opted to save a little bit of money and got it in the matte black finish with an added RST gold mirrored visor. For communications, I have the Sena SMH10 with the open face boom mic. I prefer the boom mic a little more than I do the full face helmet flat mic. I don't know why, I just do. Attached to the front of my helmet with a GoPro helmet mount, I have a Hero 5 Black, and all I did to attach it to the front was use the curved sticky mount that GoPro provides and some Permatex black plastic weld. That stuff's fantastic. It's messy, take your time with it, but it's fantastic. Attached to the side of the helmet, I have the Hero 5 external microphone adapter, which has to be this proprietary thing. It's a whole big deal. Don't try to find a third-party one. None of them work. That's really unfortunate because this unit is $50 and it's rather large. And I don't even use it now. For me, the GoPro audio recording is too loud for the microphone in this helmet setup, so I had to do a different method. We'll get to that. Now, even though I'm not using the GoPro microphone adapter anymore, it's still attached to my helmet. I attached it the same way I did with the helmet mount on the front. It uses double-sided tape and then a little bit of that Permatex plastic weld. And it, like the GoPro mount on the front of the helmet, is a permanent fixture on the helmet now. If I ever do decide to use that microphone adapter or add a power cable to it, it's right there, easy to attach stuff to, and it's not too obtrusive. Let's go ahead and move on to the microphone. I'm using the same microphone a lot of other people are using. It's the Sony ECM CS3 lapel mic. It's a fantastic little microphone. However, it did take me a long time to set this all up, which is also a reason why I'm not using the GoPro microphone adapter. We'll get into that. I did have the little Sony mic hooked up directly to the GoPro microphone adapter and then plugged into the GoPro. However, it wasn't working. It sounded fantastic up until highway speeds, and then all of a sudden the audio just would crackle and pop and distort, and it sounded terrible. It sounded terrible. After a while, I finally gave up on trying to do this method and switched over to what I have now. Right now I'm using a Zoom H1 handy recorder to record the audio. Let me explain why we're doing it that way now. When I had the Sony mic plugged directly into the GoPro adapter, no matter what configuration I had it in the helmet, whether I had it wrapped up in dead cat craft fur, whether I had it wrapped up in Teflon tape, in both, with gaffer tape over it, it didn't matter which way I had it set up, the audio would always start to distort around highway speeds, no matter what I did. Now the reason it was doing this is because with the Sony mic hooked directly into the GoPro, the input volume was much too high. And that really is a flaw that I see with the GoPro. The software doesn't really let you fine tune it as much as I would like. The problem for me is I needed to turn the input gain or the input volume down on the microphone. The GoPro, however, only has a stock setting or high quality audio settings, which essentially just increase the gain or the volume of the microphone audio, which made it even worse. So after all that, I went out and bought the Zoom H1. It lets you adjust the input and the output gain. You can adjust the bit rate and the file type, and it's a much better way to record audio. It is another step in post editing. I now have to sync the audio with the video, but that's really not that big of a deal for the quality that I'm getting now. Okay, so for a quick summary, I've got the Icon variant in matte black with a mirrored gold shield. Affixed to the front of it is the GoPro helmet mount with a Hero 5 attached to it. Now, real quick, the Hero 5 comes with a skeleton case, but I didn't find that good enough, so I bought the waterproof case for it. And just like all the other old GoPros, if you want to hook a mic up to it, you're going to have to cut a hole in the case. Same thing. On one side of the helmet, I have a Sena SMH10 for communications. On the other side, I have the Hero 5 microphone adapter, just in case I ever want to hook up another microphone or connect a power bank to the GoPro. You can do that. Behind that, I have the audio jack for my Sony mic that's hooked up in here. The way I have it set up, instead of running the microphone cable just down through my jacket and directly into the H1, I have it set up right here on the side, and then an extension cable runs from there down to the H1. That way I kind of have a disconnect on the helmet, and it's still not totally attached to me. And that's really it for the recording part. However, there's kind of a lot more to it. There's a lot of little accessories that you need to get with the GoPro as well, or it would be advisable that you get them. Starting with batteries. I would really advise to get more than one battery. To go with the batteries, the dual battery charger. The GoPro doesn't come with any memory cards, so not only advisable, necessary that you get at least one of those. I purchased 3 64 gig cards. You could get the bigger ones. It's all kind of preference. I want to try to eliminate risk. If I get a bad card, I'm not going to lose a whole day's footage. I'll lose half of it, but not all of it. The H1 audio recorder. That also, I would advise to get a memory card for it as well. It comes with a 2 gigabyte memory stick, which is fine. It'll probably record what you need. But you know what? Memory's cheap now. If you buy a 32 gig stick, you have something ridiculous like 120 hours to record on it, and you'll never, ever, ever have to worry about it again. What other gear? A few other things I got. It's a case to carry all this stuff. Some plastic cases for the batteries, because you don't want to carry a loose battery around in your pocket. You're just asking for an accident to happen that way. Now, if you're getting a Hero 5, it's probably advisable to get a couple extra USB-C cables. As they're relatively new USB style, you probably don't have those kind of cables just laying around. Now, I could tell you the way I have my helmet configured, but really I'm going to tell you that results may vary. You could have the same helmet, the same microphone, the same camera, same audio recorder, and the same configuration, and it could very well be all sorts of different than mine. So really I'm saying the equipment I've tried is good and will work, but results may vary. Selfie sticks, tripods, different mounts for when it's not on the helmet. I mean, there's a lot of little doodads, and you just kind of pick them up as you go. The only other things that I would relate to motorcycling or my motovlogging would be my gloves, which I just got a new pair of and cut the fingers off. These are just cheap built gloves. You can pick them up at just about any cycle gear probably. And the other item would be my boots, which I absolutely love. I could talk a great deal about how much I love these boots. They're the Forma adventure boots. They're a little bit cheaper than some of the other options. They don't offer quite as much protection as some of the other options. It's a compromise. They're the most comfortable pair of shoes I've ever had. And that's going to be all for today's video. I hope everyone enjoyed it and found it informative. If you did like it, please be sure to hit that like button. And if you're new here, please be sure to hit that subscribe button. And if you have any questions about my gear or my setup, just leave it in the comment section below, and I'll do my best to try and answer it. Until next time, viewers, ride safe, and above all, have some fun!